The roller coaster. Virginia's last chance to break the spirit of northbound hikers and send them with their tails between their legs running back home. It's a series of many moderate mountains, very closely spaced, and as it implies, roller coaster, up, down, up, down, up, down. Fun times begin. Glad we haven't had any heavy rain recently. This one would be tricky if it had floods like the other day. It's pretty wide. Just imagine crossing this when it's up to your knees, trying to get through all these rocks. And you can't see them. Not bad. So I made it over the first mountain on the roller coaster. It wasn't bad. And looking up ahead, it looks like I'll be starting to climb the second one very shortly. The trail is a little rough here with roots. That was just a short spot, so not bad. After being in the Shenandoahs so long, over 100 miles, I've been seeing a lot more water now that came out into the other sections of Virginia here. Here's the other thing about the roller coaster. I've been told it's going to have lots of rocks. Remember, this is Virginia's last chance. I think it's like 15 miles or something until I'm out of Virginia. So it's the last chance to break the spirit of us northbound hikers and do what Georgia, Tennessee, and North Carolina couldn't do. Send us home. They say by the time the hikers that get to the end of Virginia, 50% of them have quit. So I'm almost to the end. And I have no intentions of quitting. Not today, anyway. Did the other day, but not seriously. I was just having a bad day in the heat and the rocks. And I realized the next day when it cooled off, it was the heat and the rocks. It wasn't the trail that was giving me a hard time. There are going to be a lot more hot days. It's cool this morning. I'll just have to endure the heat. It may slow me down, but it's not going to stop me. Oh, here we go up. Roller coaster hump number 2. Okay, talk to you later. Didn't see many bridges going through the Shenandoahs. Didn't see much water, actually. I'm sure there was lots of streams, but the way they routed the Appalachian Trail, we didn't get to see many of them. Which was disappointing because it was very hot, and I was so much looking forward to passing the stream that I could cool off in. So still on the roller coaster. I would guess that this is going to be number 4. I'm going to start going up. Hey, bye for now. Morning.
Good morning, how are you?
I'm doing fine. Thanks for clearing the spider webs for me.
Oh, of course.
I cleared them up here for you.
I appreciate it.
Okay, getting a little bit rocky here. This is going to slow me down a little bit. It's not too bad. The smaller rocks are worse. So last night at the shelter, arrived early, the 18.1 mile day, sitting in the shelter, had a late lunch, then after that I set up my sleeping pad, my sleeping bag, and got everything all set for the night. Was hanging around talking with Bear Paw. He thru hiked last year. A couple hours later, made dinner. Still just hanging around because it's early. And the broom over in the corner of the shelter falls over. And we're like, what the heck? Thinking, how'd a mouse knock that over? So when we investigate it, there was a copperhead snake in the shelter. And they're poisonous. It was just a young one, maybe about 18 inches long at the most, maybe even 16. And he was heading towards the back of the shelter. And when he got to the back corner, the only way he could go was to the left, over towards my sleeping bag. So, got a broom and gently persuaded him to leave the shelter. But he only went outside around the corner. It was on the ledge outside. So I packed up all my stuff, set up my tent. And if you read the logbook, we would have known before that this snake has been sighted in the shelter for the last 3 or 4 nights. So I don't know if anybody's been sleeping in there. And I wasn't about to sleep in there with a poisonous copperhead. So, interesting night. Bye for now. Still on the roller coaster, but look what I found. See what that says? 1,000 miles. Yeah. Check this place out. This is Bear's Den. It's owned by the ATC. Look at this stonework. Wow, I will always love stonework. I'd love to have that around my yard. Look at that. Is that awesome? Well done, well done. Hopefully it's open. I love this as a house. Isn't that awesome? Used to be private. And it was taken over. Walked here for nothing. It's closed. It says hikers can go around back if it's closed. That's locked. So, big disappointment. I was hoping to get something to eat and something to drink here, but no, just wasted my time walking up here. I gotta hike back down. Oh well. Okay, after being in the woods, now I gotta cross this crazy highway. Gonna be playing Frogger here. Not yet. After this guy. And I lucked out on this side. Yep. More hazards than you can think of on the trail. You wouldn't think playing Frogger with speeding cars was one. Made it to the shelter. It's a pretty nice one. This big deck. Could have a party out here. Benches. Sleeping area. It's got skylights, so it's not dark in here. Some of them are so dark you can't see anything. Nice. It's got a covered table over there with a picnic table. You can eat over there. It's the David Lesser Shelter.